Welcome on to another episode of this. I don't even know what episode I'm up to. What is this? 10, 11, 9? I don't know, somewhere around there. So, as you saw from the thumbnail, I'm going to be talking about religion. I'm not really going to be talking about religion in a religious sense, like, oh. I'm just going to talk about it more generalistically speaking and try to... I have a starting point, and then we're just going to go from there, and I know what topics I want to hit, so hopefully we can just smoothly transition into everything. So, where I'm going to start out is with Jehovah's Witnesses. I know they always get they always have a bad rap. Like, you hear that and that word, that phrase, whatever you want to call it, and people are like, ugh. And I get it. They have that reputation because of basically just how they're annoying and come to your house. It's like, they show up on the weekend. Hi, No! I'm trying to relax. It's my day off from work. Like, if I want to join religion, I'll go find a church myself to go to. Don't come to me. It is kind of annoying and kind of rude and kind of ridiculous and very pushy. It's worse than salespeople when you think about it. At least salespeople are going to a business that might actually have an interest in their product, where, these people are just going around to every house hitting you up like, hey, are you interested in religion? No. Or, yeah, but I already have my own religion. Do you want to convert to this one? No. As far as I go, I don't do any of that stuff. I should actually make a different episode talking about that. It's an idea. But anyway, that's not what I'm going to do now. I'm just talking about these religions. So, Jehovah's Witnesses have that bad rap because of that. But I almost feel like they really should have a bad rap for more unspoken reasons, I guess. Like, at the end of the day, Jehovah's Witnesses' religion is ridiculously culty, and that's why I don't like it. So, tiny bit of a backstory. I'm kind of familiar with the Jehovah's Witness religion because my mom had a friend who she met when she was 15, whose family was in that religion. And so when my mom was a kid, 15, 16, around there, she used to sometimes go with the family as well. And then, as she got older and she had us being my brother and I, she'd sometimes take us. I remember going a couple times when we were young, like 5, 6, and then it kind of fell off, probably because my brother and I were just too annoying as kids going to, trying to sit in church. I mean, come on, think about kids in church, it don't work. And so we didn't go for a while, and then probably maybe my junior year of high school, my mom started going again, and she made me and my brother go, and so I went. I never enjoyed it. I actually hated it. The meetings that we used to go to was on Thursdays, and I just dreaded it, and I always looked forward to, my mom being just not in the mood. Like, maybe she had a busy day or something, and she just didn't feel like going. But that barely ever happened. We always have to go every Thursday, these stupid meetings, and ugh. Anyway, that's why I have a little bit of, knowledge of it. Because I kind of was attending for probably about 2 years, basically until I started college. Then I didn't have to go anymore because, I was 18, had my own car, had my own obligations, work, school full-time. I didn't have time for going to a church. But anyways, basically what happens is they're a little bit different than a typical church. Like, they have, a standard church, if you will, has priests or a pastor. I don't really know what the difference is. But there's priests, pastors, or ministers even. I don't know what that is. I just know the word. But that's what they have. Where at Jehovah's Witnesses churches, congregations actually they call themselves, and their building is called the Kingdom Hall. What they do is they have elders. So basically an elder, I don't know how you become an elder, but it's just one of the people that go there. You just eventually, get promoted to be an elder. I never understood what the elders, how they got to be where they were at. Kind of like I don't understand how priests and stuff do. I don't know. But there's a bunch of them. So at the Kingdom, a church has one priest or one pastor or one minister, where the Kingdom Hall has a bunch of elders. There's, how many was there when I went? There was 5, I think. So that's what you have for your leadership, if you will. Basically how a meeting goes is it starts off with a prayer, a song, Then it goes into a prayer. Now, usually some random person will do the prayer. Then it goes to a talk. So you kind of have like a main presenter, I guess you could say. And then it goes to like individual speakers. So there's a main presenter, a host for that night. And then it goes to, the first person that has their talk. Then it goes back to the host to introduce the next person. And then it ends, I think it ends there. There's 2 parts to the meeting. So what happens is you have that. Then there's like a transition after an hour. Each meeting is 2 hours long. So after the first hour's up, then it switches over to something else. I don't remember now. It's been a while. Geez, we're talking over 10 years now since I've gone to one. So I don't fully remember the structure. I just know that it was kind of like 2 parts. It was like the main church part, if you will. So these meetings were at 7 at night. So 7 to 8 was like the real regular church part. And then 8 to 9 was different. I don't fully remember what that one was all about. What made it different? I don't know. I think it was more of like a Bible analysis, where the first part was more like Bible, kind of like talking about the Bible and how it applies to your regular day-to-day or something like that. I don't know. I wish I could remember better. I'm trying to talk about this and I don't remember it now, so it's just kind of choppy. But anyways, that's how it would go. And then you'd have a song again, and then you'd end in prayer. And usually the last person who spoke, like had a talk portion, they ended off with the final prayer. So the thing that's very ridiculous and culty about Jehovah's Witnesses, though, is one, they basically want your whole entire life to be all about the religion and everybody that's in that religion. Like, for starters, there's 3 meetings a week. Okay, there's one last I knew, there was one on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I think they've switched their schedule up, but still, the one on Sunday, that was 2 hours. That was 10 in the morning until noon. The one on Thursday, like I said, was 7 to 9. And then they had one on Tuesdays that was called a Bible study. And I don't really know how to explain what Bible study is. It's kind of like you dive deeper into the stories in each in the Bible. Like, there's all the Genesis and all that, and you kind of dive deeper into them and really explore like what was going on during those times and blah blah blah. It's like deep dive. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's almost like a way to be a little bit more entertaining, though. I feel like it's more geared towards people who are thinking about joining the religion / kids, because it's a little bit more entertaining, a little bit, I don't want to say funner, but it's definitely better than a regular meeting. But it's weird, though, because they want everybody who's in the religion to go to those anyway. So even though it's kind of like more rookie / kids centered, they still want all of the individuals to be there. But anyways, those ones, there was a meeting on Tuesday. Those ones were only an hour, but they had 2 different sessions. You didn't have to go to both. It was just, there was one in the morning for like, retired people or whatever to go to. And then they had the one at night for people who worked. Then you'd go after work. So for us, luckily my mom wasn't super crazy and made us go to all of them. We only would go to the Thursday one. We never went to a Tuesday one. We never went to a Sunday one. Once in a great while, my mom would go to a Sunday one by herself. She wouldn't drag me and my brother along, but that was super rare. It was like literally once every, 6 months or so, she'd do that for some weird reason. But, yeah, so they want you to go to all these all these meetings. Then you gotta do the stupid door-to-door bullcrap, and then they want you to do Bible studies individually with people, like, meaning you go to their house. They set up times with you, and you're supposed to go to their house and do a Bible study with them there. So it's just, what it really all comes down to is it's just so much time they want you to put into. It's like a second job without pay. Just eating up all your free time. And that's not super culty. That's just, ridiculous. But what I think is culty is they want you to only associate with people that are in that religion. And if you're going to associate with people that aren't a Jehovah's Witness, they want you to try to get them to start coming into the religion. So even if they're not going to get baptized right away, they want you to make that person at least start coming to the meetings. And yeah, and then what happens is, say you can't get that person to come, but you still want to be their friend because you like them, they're cool, you get along, blah blah blah. Then what they do is, I don't know if this applies to people who aren't baptized as well. Again, I'm not super fully in tune with the fine details, but if you're baptized for sure, what they do is this thing called disfellowship you. So you can get disfellowship for, a bunch of reasons. If you party, if you get caught because you're partying, or, I don't know, like that. You hang out with somebody who's not in the religion, and then they don't like it, you get disfellowshipped. And basically what disfellowshipment is you kind of get shunned. I mean, you can still go to the meetings if you want. I mean, it'd kind of be weird on your end because you get treated like crap, more or less. I mean, nobody's over there like talking crap and stuff like that, but you just get ignored. Like, they make you sit in a back room that's kind of isolated. It's not super isolated, but for the most part, you're definitely away from the, vast majority of the crowd. And, like, you can't participate in any Q&As that go on. You can raise your hand all you want. You'll never get picked. They won't talk to you. Like, after the meetings, they usually like to just hang out and kind of talk in the corridor. They'll ignore you. You can stand there and try to talk to somebody. They'll never look at you. They'll just straight up ignore you. And it's weird. And so anyways, most times when somebody gets disfellowshipped, that's it. They give up on the religion. You don't see them anymore. Once in a great while, someone will stick it through, because you can get re-fellowshipped. It's a long, ridiculous process, though, and a lot of work to, like, regain their, acceptance? Like, as long as I've known about the religion and stuff, I think it's only happened, like, once. And it took, like, over a year for this person to get back into their good graces, if you will. And, yeah, it's just ridiculous. And then, like, as far as dating, too, like, it don't matter how old you are. Until you're married, you always have to be on a chaperoned date with another person that's part of the religion. Like, there was this couple who hooked up, I don't know, maybe they were young 40s when they started dating. They had to be chaperoned until they got married. And it's like, I get it, that's for good morals or whatever, but it just seems a bit much. I mean, you'd agree, right? I understand if, like, they're doing that with the kids. Okay, yeah, that's good. You don't want kids making dumb decisions, but when you're 40, like, calm down. Then what else do they do? I talked about the disfellowship. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot. It's crazy. It's very culty. And then, like, the people too, they all act like they're your friend. All will act like they're your friend when you're there. They do their best to learn your name. Everyone has to come by and say hi to you. And it's like, ugh, leave me alone. But then it's just super fake. It's so weird. Like, they want everybody to be all together as one, almost like their family. But then when push comes to shove, no one actually bothers with one another. You know, if a family member of one of them dies, you'd think they'd all be there for each other, right? Because that's what they push. But nope. It's so weird. It's like they're there for the first week and then, they forget about them. And it's just a weird situation. Yeah, and, like, I don't know. The whole door-to-door thing, too, is just kind of weird. Like, they're trying to recruit people because their belief is that you gotta... I don't know, actually. Why am I even trying to talk about this? I don't know. There's something about 100 and something thousand people go to heaven, and I don't know why they got to recruit others then, because what's the point of being in this specific religion if you're not even going to make it to heaven, most likely? So, I don't know. It's just super weird. But anyways, what I wanted to tie into this, though, was... You know, Jehovah's Witnesses always get a lot of flack because of their annoying door-to-door stuff, and I get it. It is annoying, it is stupid. I never did it, and I never would either. That's just awkward and too weird for me. If I'm going to go door-to-door on something, it's going to be something I super believe in, like promoting myself for this, maybe, my YouTube channel or something. And I don't even do that for that. But at least something like that, not just, hey, you want to join this religion that I go to too? Duh. I don't know you, but duh. Like, that's just weird. But anyways, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, how come Catholic Church doesn't get any flack? Catholic Church is and has been notoriously known for being a bunch of child molesters. I mean, it's no secret. There's documentaries out there that they got, what's the movie, Spotlight? I think the movie Spotlight with, what's his name? Hulk. Mark Ruffalo. I'm pretty sure that movie was about exposing the Catholic Church. I only say I'm pretty sure because I haven't seen it in a while, so I could be mistaken. I know there is a movie about exposing the Catholic Church, and I think it's Spotlight. And yeah, I mean, it's no secret that they've been, over the past decade, been busting tons of priests and all that crap, and cardinals and everything. But it's like no one wants to talk about it. We all just, it's no problem. It's okay. Brush this under the rug. It's fine. Oh, what did he do? No big deal. But then, they see some people in suits walking around just knocking on the door, handing out free pamphlets, and everyone's, look at these idiots. F them, you got a gun? We'll just light them right up. But then they see a priest and, oh, hi, sir. Yes, sir. Is that your son? It's not? Oh, that's okay, sir. And I just don't understand, though. Like, that's just so weird. Why is the Catholic Church even still a thing? After all this, they should just be disbanded. Like, I don't know. It's weird, too, because it's like, people, it's almost like you have to feel embarrassed to say that you know anything about Jehovah's Witness religion. But yet, saying Catholic is cool. Oh, I'm Catholic. Oh, hi, I'm Catholic. Oh, that's cool. Oh, hi, I'm a Jehovah's Witness. Oh, F you idiot. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. I get it, but it's like, do you really hate a whole religion just because of one stupid facet that you know about? Like, I don't like the Jehovah's Witness religion, but that's because I know things about it. I don't want to say I've been a part of it, but I had to go to meetings when I was younger, and it's super culty and just weird. That's why I don't like it. I mean, geez, they even take all the fun out of life. You can't do holidays. You can't watch R-rated movies. You can't listen to music that has swears in it. You can't... You're stripped of any kind of enjoyment. I mean, yeah, it's all to be wholesome and live a nice life as a decent individual and stuff, but still, you can watch R-rated movies that have swears and gore and stuff and still be a decent individual. Just because you saw that doesn't mean anything, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, I think the only thing that's actually wicked cool about the Jehovah's Witness religion is they don't take blood. And so they get cards that say, like, no, I can't take blood. And that's something I always think about. Like, I wouldn't want blood. That's gross. That's somebody else's DNA. It's somebody else's life force. I don't want that in me. If it meant, if the options were get a blood transfusion or die, I'd be like, well, stitch me up as best as you can, and hopefully my body can fix myself and get my blood count back up. Otherwise, I guess today I die, because I don't want that. I'm bulky, okay? I'm kind of chubby, and I'm self-conscious about that all the time, but at least that's something I know I can easily change. Just go on a diet, start exercising more, boom. I'll get a better physique. Where someone else's blood in me, that's never going to go away. That's always going to be in my body. It's something I'm always going to think about. If I get a cut and I start bleeding, I'm going to be thinking, like, this isn't even my blood. This is weird. I just wouldn't want that. It's gross. So that's one thing that I think about that's cool about the religion. Like, they are super adamant about not having that happen. And I'm like, hey, that's right up my alley. But the rest is just wicked culty and weird. Like, I'm not trying to be a recruiter for Jehovah's Witnesses, but you want to find out what I'm talking about, just go to some of their meetings for, like, probably only a month. You really only have to go for a month, especially if you went hardcore and you went to their Sunday, Thursday, and Tuesday meetings, or whatever they are nowadays. I think their schedule changed, I'm not sure. But whatever it is, you go to those and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's weird. It's very weird. But anyways, though, yeah, I just don't understand how Catholicism, I guess that's what it's called, right? How that's okay. How you have repeatedly, regularly been busted for doing super vile things, but that's fine. But people that go door to door, so that means our salesmen seen as bad? If Jehovah's Witnesses are doing their door to door thing, then salesmen have to be, right? Because they do the same exact thing. Trying to sell their product to companies. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Actually, I did have more I wanted to say, but I might end it here. Because I was going to talk about why I don't really get into religion myself, but that would actually work out better for a separate video, like I was saying in the beginning. So, yeah. Well, actually, hold on. I just thought of something else. I was also thinking, like, religion is just weird anyways. It's all about a system of belief. You believe in blah, blah, blah this, believe in blah, blah, blah that. And it's just like, it's so, I almost feel like it's so easy to debunk religion. Like, kids believe in Santa. Does that make Santa real? No. But anybody could say, oh, well, there's documentation of it. There's this, there's that. Okay, is there not documentation of Santa? There's books about him galore, songs about him galore, movies about him galore. You can go to the mall and you meet somebody. Yeah, granted, it's just some random guy. It could be even me. I don't do that stuff, but I'm just saying, like, it could be even someone like me just dressed up sitting there. But to the kids, it's real. He's sitting there. I can go talk to him and tell him what I want for Christmas, and somehow he's going to remember every single kid's wish list and all this. But, in a way, Santa's almost realer than anything religion says. You know what I mean? Because at least you see Santa. You can go talk to him. There's no religious figures around that I can go talk to. Even cosplay people. Because that's basically what every Santa is. Just cosplay. But and like, I don't know, I just think about if it gets complicated, because I'm like, well, I don't want to get into this too much, because like I said, it could be for my other video. But if God is real, there should only be one story, one God. So why is there so many variations of it? You know what I mean? Like, even in the Christian religion, there's so many different variants of it. Christians, Protestants, Jehovah's Witnesses, Catholics. And at the end of the day, each one is slightly different from the other. A lot of them, I mean, for the most part, it's not a lot, but there are very minor differences. And it's like, well, if there's one, then there should only be one story, right? Why is there so many different stories? And then think about worldwide. You got Hindu with Ganesh, and you got China with Buddha, and what else is there? I don't know, just all these different other religions. And it's like, well, wait a minute though, what? Shouldn't there just be one? If at the end of the day, like, again, that's what makes Santa even realer again, because there's only one Santa. You have one image of Santa, a guy who wears a red and white suit, has his reindeer, his sleigh. He's a fat guy. He's white beard. I mean, nowadays they're trying to pitch a black Santa as well, but all along he's just been a white Santa, which, in all fairness, to kind of detract from the black Santa idea, I'm pretty sure Santa would be a white person, because he's supposed to live at the North Pole, right? And think about all the people that live in frigid areas. They're always white. Russia, white people. Like northern, like Denmark and all that crap. Areas that are kind of close to the Arctic. They're white. So it's like, if you're gonna take the story that he lives at the North Pole, he wouldn't be black. Like, let's be real. Come on. The one about how they say Jesus could be black, though, that one actually I could buy, because he was supposed to be like over where Israel is, right? And it's kind of near the equator. It's kind of warm. It's Mediterranean-ish. So he could have been brown or black, not like a white guy like always is shown. He could have actually been a brownish or black guy. Brownish meaning like India people or Pakistan people. They're not black, but what would you call them? So that's what I just mean by brown. So that one. But Santa, no, there's not going to be a black guy living in the North Pole where it's freezing. Now, if Santa was based on living somewhere like in Rio de Janeiro, then yeah, okay, he could be right on the equator. That would make sense, but not North Pole. But anyways, back to the story. All I was saying though is he's consistent. There's one Santa, a white guy who's fat, loves cookies and milk, has 9 reindeer, has elves. Where religion, it's all over the place. Oh, there's Jesus. Oh, no, there's God. Oh, no, there's Jehovah. Oh, no, there's Yahweh. Oh, no, there's Ganesh. Oh, no, there's Buddha. Oh, no, there's this one. Oh, no, there's that one. I know there's more. I'm drawing a blank right now. But it's just, I don't know. That's what kind of makes it weird as well. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean, though? Just stuff I think about. I guess that's it now. Just want to throw that last tidbit out. I guess the next one of these that I make will be talking about my personal ideas, why I don't do religion or follow it or really even believe in it. Not saying I'm atheist, though. We'll get into what I do think in the next one. But, yeah, until then, I'll say it. See ya.